And welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome. Friday night. We're going to be doing a little just chatting. We're going to be playing some games tonight and probably Borderlands 3, maybe something else a little later if I get in the mood to play something else. Yeah, that's there we go. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be playing Borderlands 3. We're going to be playing maybe a little Remnant, a little something else. We'll see. But for now, let's kind of kick this off. All right. When last we left, we were experimenting a little more with Moe's and the Iron Cub tree that they launched a few weeks ago. I haven't played it too much since it came out. I am a fairly dedicated Moe's player, so I've been trying it out. Just been a little bit difficult because I'm not used to playing with the Iron Cub. It's a whole new tree, a lot of stuff to figure out. And I'm really used to my Iron Tank build, but it's cool. I'm getting used to the Iron Cub. It's making me be a little better outside of it, so yeah, it's all good. All right. And one exciting thing is 2020 is almost over. Ah, thank God. Um, yeah. All right. Let's see. We were. I guess we must have quit at Cistern last time. All right. And just gonna check one thing here. Gotta check out my stream. It has a tendency to get a little bit choppy. At least it did. Upgraded the internet today actually, and I have Xfinity through Comcast, and I used to get, sorry about that. I used to get, I don't know, 100 to 200 down, which is good. But when you're streaming, one of the only things that matters is your uptime. Upload, I mean. So I was only getting 4, somewhere between 3 and 4 up. So I'm trying to push out 1080p. I'm trying to push out 1080p 60, and that just was not happening on the bandwidth that I had for upload. I mean, it pushed it, but because there wasn't enough bandwidth to really handle that amount, it's like 6,000 some odd bit rate, which is the max that Twitch and maybe YouTube take. It would push as much as it could, and then it would catch up, and then it would push a little more, and then it would catch up. But what I got to was a point where I was a good 2 minutes behind, and it was choppy. So that really sucked. So I'm watching my stream now. This is my first time. I literally just got the internet. I got the new router modem today. I set it up. I got it finally hooked up because there's a little bit of issue there. Around 7 o'clock. So I've only been running with this for 2 hours, and now I'm getting to the modem. I'm getting about a gig down and 40-ish up, 40-ish megs up. To run 1080p 60, you need 7 to 10-ish. People can argue that you can get lower. But I got 35, 40 or so up now, and I'm watching it, and it looks pretty solid. Looks like I'm about 5-second delay, which isn't too bad. I'll take it. And the stream's looking pretty smooth. And I'm pushing it 1080p 60. So I could definitely push higher than that. I know Twitch can't take more than 1080p 60, but yeah, it's looking pretty good. So I won't complain. Guess I can shut that now. All right. And I'm realizing now that this music is going to be really messed up with stream. So you hear music in the background. This is a first for me. Yeah, I understand about all the DMCA stuff, but I am using Streambeats by Harris Heller, and this is completely copyright free. There's no DMCA issues at all using his stuff. He has this uploaded to Spotify. He has it uploaded to YouTube. He has it uploaded to a whole bunch of places. I'm actually using it off Spotify, off a free account, literally. And the only catch is that, I don't know, every 10, 15 minutes or so, there's an ad that plays for, 30 seconds. And that's annoying, but it's completely free. I didn't have to put a credit card in or anything. Just downloaded the app to Windows. I'm not using it streaming. I mean, I'm not using it through a browser because I want to be able to control the how the audio flows through my system. So I really want the app. Yeah, and it sounds good. He probably has 20, 30 hours worth of music on here. It's pretty crazy. And I'm in his EDM channel tonight. But let me quiet this down a little bit. There we go. I'll put it back up once I get out of the game. All right. I don't really want to do this. Let's see. What do we want to? What's this? You're gonna make me go back to the fucking main menu. All right. All right. Hotfix is applied. Let's play. Let's go back in. And you know what? I'm going to do this while this is loading. I'm going to be right back. Cheers, folks. All right. Let's see. Where do we want to go? What do we want to do? Let's just queue for something. Wait, do I want this build? Do I want this? You know, I'll try it. I'm gonna stick. I'm not gonna feel more comfortable with this build until I just suck it up and start playing it more. I don't feel like doing an arms race. Slaughters and trials. Yeah, sure. Let's do the basic stuff. So if you're new to this channel, if you're new to this channel, welcome. This is Borderlands 3. I am Mo's main, and I would say, well, that was fast. I would say that, since for the last 6 months or so, I have pretty much one build, the Iron Tank build. So that means that if you're talking 100% damage output, probably 75-25 Iron Bear is what I've been running. My downtime between when I could activate Iron Bear, Mo typically has a fairly long reload time for her action skill, but mine was about 15 to 30 seconds. So I was almost never out of Iron Bear, which means I also didn't die that much because you can't get killed in it and you can't get killed in the turret. Anyway, Now I'm using Iron Cub, and I am 100% of the time not an Iron Bear. I need to gear up. I have probably only played a few days since the skill trees came out, and since I got to 65. So I have a lot of work to do to get a little geared up here. I probably shouldn't be playing on Mayhem 11. I probably should be playing back on 10. But I'm trying to do a couple things, right? So Mayhem 11 is a new mode they made that is as tough enemy wise as 10, but you don't have to deal with any of the modifiers on 11, which is nice. So it's really good if I just want to get used to the difficulty level without all those annoying extras. Although it does matter if the person who's hosting this is not me, then I might be on whatever Mayhem mode he's on. We'll see. All right. Ooh, fuck. All right, who'd we miss? I found him. Oh, shizer. I am not on my game right now. I am. You know what? I gotta. Hold on. There we go. Ah, it's better. I do have some skills. Oh shit. Oh, I fell off the side. I have literally never done that. Literally. Uh, mother. See, so now there's a little pressure. She's really good. I'm not good on my other build, so I feel this pressure to kind of hop on the other build, but That was horrible. I would say this guy did probably 85% of the kills. No lie. Nice job, man. Well, what the hell is this? Oh, gotcha. He's using You're using glitch stuff. That's cool. I have some of that too. Good for you, though. All right. That's why he was running through it. That's cool. I'll take it. That's nice of you. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the glitch stuff. Like, I'm fine using the glitched gear if you're playing by yourself and you just want to kind of run through some stuff. It's all kind of messed up, right? But um, it's all kind of messed up. But definitely don't use it when you're playing with someone else. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, glitched gear, I probably should just delete it. But there is a way to glitch stuff even on a console, right? Obviously I'm playing on Xbox, and I don't remember the exact way you do it. And in fact, even if I did, I wouldn't be broadcasting it over here. I want to look it up. But there's a way to do it, and I believe it involves uninstalling the game or something like that. You're doing something in Sanctuary, you uninstall a game, and you come back, and somehow you can change the attributes of some stuff. So that guy that I was just playing with, whatever his name is, he dropped 4 pieces of glitch gear. Look at the. I'm gonna sort this by item score. Look at, I guess maybe 3 pieces. Right, just 3 pieces. Yeah, because those are the only ones that crazy. Look at the item scores, man. 1,326, 1,241, 1,221. That's insane because look at them. There's 5 on actors, 1, but it just has crazy other attributes. And then there's Clockwork Res, which I don't even know what this gun is. That has 4. So crit damage is increased by 25%, action score rating 20%, weapon greatly, 125% more damage. That's a kind of crappy, but it's a pistol. I do not use sniper rifles on this, but this is pretty freaking nice. Like if I was using I don't know, any other character, or if my playstyle was more sniper, I would use it. When I'm playing by myself, I'm not going to use a glitched item with someone else because it's I don't know, it just rubs me the wrong way, and I hate when I'm playing with somebody that has glitched stuff, because usually what people have with glitched, not always, but what I notice the most anyway, is grenades, right? Glitch grenades, quite often they just spawn a bazillion projectiles, and I've had it practically crash my game because the UI is just going crazy. But alright, so this Dark Embers Purge, this is a submachine gun, nice. The damage is insane, 215,000. That's why he was doing so much damage. It's just stupid. It's just stupid damage. This Stark Ember's Purge, if I use this now in the Iron Cub build, I would just wreck shit, because first of all, it's doing 215,866 per shot, 38.73 shots per second. And everything's gonna ignite. I mean, this is perfect for my build if it was real. You know what? Let's go run something and we'll have this equipped. Magazine size 0. I'm supposing. Actually, I don't know what that means. It's not like I don't know what that means. Magazine size 0. What's this weapon? Like, does that mean that it's only there for the action skills? Oh yeah, it just doesn't run out of ammo. It's just stupid. But you know what? Let's go try something out and see what it's like. What I want to take down. Let's do something a little not hard, but lengthy. Nah, do I want to do this guy? I was thinking doing the Ravager. Ooh, wrong thing. Ravager, but he might be all fired up, and if I'm using fire weapons, that won't work. All right, so let's use let's go do what's his name? Gravewort. You can find a lot of videos out there about how to do Graveward in seconds, and it all has to do with hitting that crit spot right at the beginning. Like you go right for him, and then you're just targeting in that crit spot. And I'm pretty good at this game, but that is not my wheelhouse right there. Graveward, I will beat him, but it takes me a minute. All right, but all I'm gonna use this time. I mean, I'll launch the Iron Bear, or yeah, I'll launch the Iron Cub, but I'm just going to use this one weapon. It's going to show you how I need some money. I'm just going to show you how crazy it is. I need money. Right, I think that's the right one. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. All right, so like I said, it's just stupid. It's just stupid. God damn. How the heck? Come on. Not for nothing. You notice the Iron Cub died already? Mm. What's that? Is that a skin or a head or something? Main event. I already know one. Alright, what is this? Meh. Meh. Yeah, I'll take that. I probably have one. No. And what's this? Deadeye Mind Melt. I made a big deal about getting that Guardian skill that does you can do the slam from just jumping. So I could throw on a what is it, artifact that had like fire or something like that, and I never ever use it because I never ever remember. And I guess maybe because when it was in my previous build, I was never out of Iron Bear, so it wasn't really necessary. Thank you again, Code Wolf, for oh hey. Just subscribe. Just subscribe must be YouTube. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Hope you like it. Feel free to chat. Yeah, I'd say that's it's YouTube because Twitch is followers at the base level. Subscribers are only after you're monetized. I am not monetized. Oh, I love the butcher. It's not always the best weapon, but I love the action. It's what we got here? Oh no, I don't like that. All right, we're good. So that was like I said. You saw how crazy that was. Let's do something else. Let's something a little harder. Well, I thought that would have been hard. Let's do Let's do Athena's. And we're gonna go to, and obviously I'm not doing this because of Tron. I'm doing this because getting to that spot is a lot of guys there. And I don't really even need to be testing what I'm testing. I don't even need to test anymore. I can tell. I mean, they just crushed Grave Ward, right? So. All right. Oh, you load times. I am obviously, maybe it's not obvious, but I am on a P. I am on the Xbox One X right now. I am not killing myself to get the Series X. I don't need it right now. I'm fine right now. When holidays are over and there's more stock in stores and I don't gotta get ripped off, you know, paying 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times the price of it normally, then I'll go and pick one up. I did try doing a pre-order and I got shut out. That sucked. All right, here we go. Again, if you're just tuning in, I just ran Proving Grounds and the guy I was running with dropped 3 glitched weapons. I know about glitch weapons. I don't use them. I've had them, but I don't use them. Other people have dropped them for me. And they're pretty cool, but I don't like using them with other people unless you know the people in the party or you tell the people in the party that you're using them, because I guess in the long run it doesn't really matter. This isn't like PvP or anything like that, but still, I just kind of like things to be a little more pure. You know, I don't mind using it when I'm playing by myself because it's just me. I'm just practicing shit, and if I want to grind a boss, I guess I wouldn't be above using something that's glitched all the time, some of the time, but yeah. Little my XY tonight, huh? My control is a little loose tonight. You know, I was looking for my other grenades. But that's right, I put on this grenade. Oh yeah. Why is my controls feel so loose? Like I'm just tapping up and it's just like going. The other thing that's you knew with my stream tonight, you know, for me anyway, is I almost always throw the HDMI switcher so that one of the monitors is on the Xbox through the pass through. And tonight, for the first time, I'm playing directly on the capture card, and it's really it's really quick. I don't mind it. It's not bad. All right, where we go? Got myself lost for a second there. Like seriously, like I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's my. Maybe it's my. He's dead already? Wow. Um, it's got to be obvious to anyone, to folks watching too. I'm having a really hard time with the controls here. They're not like drifting. It's just like they're just like super sensitive tonight. Like I'm just tapping it and it goes flying. And it's messing me up. I never, I swear to God, I know how many times I run this. I've never noticed this over here. What's this? Hmm, what's that? Knife drain, melee lifesteal. I don't use melee. Um, I had experimented with a melee build. Well, experimented. I played when I was playing Amara. Um, I have never seen this over here. I don't know why I've never looked over here. Uh, I'll take it just for the hell of it. All right, let's go, dude. Anyway, I did melee for Amara, but the first half of me leveling her. Uh, where's everybody? Where's everybody? All right, so I'm gonna try to lay off the stick. Yeah, it is really messing me up. Where'd you go? Yeah, hold on a second. Let me throw this other grenade on. Here we go. I actually like the recurring hex better. That's my all-time favorite in this game. But the firestorm, the rain firestorm, which was my go-to for a while. When I'm doing the Iron Cub build, it fire it accentuates every single fire skill, and the more firepower, no pun intended, that you have, the better it's going to be. So the rain firestorm is just kind of works really well. Now, if I hadn't have accidentally deleted my goddamn fire element recurring hacks, I'd be using that, but I did. Played it. All right, so there's a couple guys here, and then there's a little bit on the other side. Yeah. Oh, I thought it was further than it was. Who am I missing? There you are. Jesus Christ, Iron Cub is down already? I wonder if I'm killing him. Because I can't imagine why he would be down so often, so quickly. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna launch him. I'm not gonna do anything. I just want to see what he does. I lied. I'm throwing a grenade. Oh, he's dead. God damn. Alright, he's got his health. He's probably gonna die in this next battle. I probably won't have him for Trump, but it doesn't seem to matter. I would like to know why he's dying so quickly, though. You gotta go over, like, close to this barricade before they launch. Oh shit, you're still alive? Alright, let's go take out Trant then. Bah! Bare fist. Fuck that. I'm assuming I'm on 11. Yeah. 3 tokens. So I need anything? Mm. Groundbreaker, melee attacks or slam will trigger an aftershock doing 20% of all non-melee damage you have dealt over the last 5 seconds. That's interesting. How does that work? I mean, like, is like to that target? And is there a range? Curious. Because if there was no range and it was just anytime you do a slam, I don't know how it works. While not moving, it's 50% more slowly. That's pretty decent. Not the greatest thing in the world, but it's it's pretty decent. When you enter fight for your life, all your guns are automatically. That's kind of cool, actually. It's not usually a problem with me on Mo's because I regen a lot of my own ammo. I don't run out a lot, so it works out. Enemies have 5% in pretty unique status effect affecting them. Okay. Um. So as you can see, the glitch gun is glitchy. And for more profound statements like that, stay tuned. All right. Um. All right. Mm. I'm gonna be right back, folks. All right. All right. Let's see what we can do now. Yeah, I don't know. Let's play. You know what? I'm gonna play a different game. I don't feel like playing Borderlands right now. So let's see. I'm gonna pause until I switch games. Hang in there.
Howdy, recruit.
All right, we are back. We're listening to. What are you listening to? You're not listening to anything. For some reason. Why is that? All right, hold on. You're going to listen to something. Hold on. You're going to listen to what I'm listening to. So this is good lord, that's loud in my head. This is one of Harris Heller's Streambeats playlists. It's cool. You know, I love listening to music while I'm playing, but I've been kind of paranoid about the whole DMCA thing lately, so I haven't even attempted to do anything with music. But you know, I figured tonight I would give it a try with Streambeats. I shouldn't get a DMA strike.
2020 has
DMCA
shown us
strike.
the
In fact, I
importance
know I won't
of
because this is his music and
the
he
importance of
is
protecting our health.
completely copyright
At
free.
Access Health CT, we're here to help,
but,
especially in times
I still
like
didn't want to try it, but
As
I
the state's
figured I'd give it a
official
shot
health
tonight.
insurance
I really like it.
We connect
Using
you
the free
to affordable
Spotify, which is why you're hearing the commercial in the background.
We're the only place where you can qualify for financial help,
anyway,
low cost,
we are going to hop into. I
Find
guess
the
we're
right
gonna hop
health
into
insurance
Remnant.
plan for you at accesshealthct.com.
See how that goes.
Connecting you to quality health insurance plans. Enroll today.
All right. Okay. Friends only. I don't want to do public. I don't want to deal with anything. Yeah. I have played a bunch of this game. Still a lot of things I don't know about it. But I don't play on Nightmare. I don't play on Apocalypse modes. There's no point. You don't get anything additional by playing on that levels. I want to be rewarded if I'm gonna make my life more difficult. And I'm sorry, but sometimes just having the extra challenge isn't enough. I don't need to prove anything. You want to pay me for it? All right, we'll talk. All right. Oh. And is this my normal build? Looks like it. Yeah, so I'll actually run through my build a little bit. My Remnant build. I love talking builds. So I call this my Bloody Summoner build. Even though Swarm isn't technically a summon, let's not, because I guess it doesn't get all the perks of things that are summons, but it feels like a summon. Anyway, so Bloody Summoner build. And this is going to be a lot easier if which way do I gotta slide over? Let me slide over this way. Now my lighting's bad, but that's cool. Anyway, so this is the Bloody Summoner build, and there's two components. Bloody, and you get summons. We will hit since I already mentioned it, I'll talk about the summons first. The summons are from Swarm, this weapon mod that I have on my machine pistol. You could use any weapon you want. I prefer to use the machine pistol because of the fire rate. It doesn't do a ton of damage, but I want something with a high fire rate. And Swarm is it's like a summon. When I talk about a summon, I'm talking about the dog. I'm talking about the Iron Sentinels. I'm talking about other things that I'm forgetting. And they're pets, and they go out and they kill things for a period of time, and then they despawn until you refill the meter, which usually by shooting things, and then you can launch them again. Swarm works no differently, but for some reason it doesn't seem to qualify as a true summons. So any skills you have that would affect summons don't affect Swarm, but it's nonetheless effective. It has the ability to hit multiple people at once, which is great. It doesn't usually go off and cause trouble like the dog will, but it's mobile, unlike the Sentinel, right? So it has the mobility of it has like the damage of the Sentinel and the mobility of the dog, and it can fly like the beacon, like the skull. So it's pretty awesome. And so that's the summons part. Everything else about the build pretty much accentuates the bloody part. And so this game, Remnant, there is not a lot of passive healing naturally. There really isn't. And there, oh my god, it's not like it's been that long since I played. and there aren't even like health potions that you find like heal yourself. So you got to have some way to heal yourself. You have to have some way to heal yourself. And the way that I prefer to do it is by having this build, which I'll explain in a moment. And the reason why I have this is hopefully you know a little bit about the game, that you have to dodge. If you do not dodge playing this game, you will die. I learned that lesson early. Playing defense in video games, it's just not what I do. I like to just go straight on offense and kill as fast as I can, do as much DPS as I can. We love damage, right? But this game changed that. This game forced me to roll, dodge, retreat, all that kind of stuff because you can't just miraculously heal yourself in the middle of a battle. And what happens is when you are dodging and when you're taking cover and all that stuff, you're not doing damage, and that makes the fights last longer. So, enter the bloody part of this build. What the bloody build part of this build does is it applies dots. It applies dots to things, so damage over time effects, so that even when you're not actively firing on something, you're still doing damage to it. So that solves part of our equation, right? Whether I'm dodging or I'm behind cover, or reloading, whatever it is I'm doing, if I have a dot, if I was able to put a dot on something, I'm doing damage even when I'm not actively firing, which is fantastic. You want that. That helps keep the fights moving and doesn't just pause them, and not even really pause them, but slow them down while you try to regain a little bit of something, or just run away, and things are still coming at you, right? It sort of starts to kill that, keeps them dying. But more than that, what this build does, what this in particular group of gear I have does, is when I'm doing that dot bleed damage, it also heals me for a percentage of that damage that it's doing. So when I'm dodging and I'm taking cover, not only is it killing them, it's healing me. So passive healing, passive damage, you know what I mean. Yeah, it's pretty solid. So I'll get into the most critical pieces of this build right now. And three critical pieces, I'm going order of importance. One of them, the most important piece, is the blood, letters, insignia. In fact, let me blow this up so it's easier for everyone to see. All right. So the blood, letters, insignia, as you can see, says bleeding effects applied by the wearer steal 10% of the damage dealt and return it to the wearer as health. Okay, that's great. So this is saying that every time the dot ticks, you get 10% of that back. Now, the dots without modifiers really aren't that powerful. To give you an example, if Swarm was a dot, it's doing 21.75 damage per hit. So 10% of that, and I know this isn't a bleed, but just bear with me. So you'd get like 2.2 health back per tick over 18 seconds. So assuming that the enemy lasted 18 seconds, and if it did, you're getting something like 40 health. That doesn't sound like a lot, but when you look at the fact that you even kind of not maxed out here, but with a little bit of the attention that I paid to my health stat going up, I have 150 health. Which 40 then is about 25% of that. That's not bad off a single enemy. Right? It's not bad. So sure, I'm getting a little trickle of health coming to me. What takes us to the next level and then some is the razor wire necklace. This says increases bleeding damage dealt by 50%, and ranged and melee damage dealt to bleeding enemies is increased by 15%. But the key thing here is that first part, increases bleeding damage dealt by 50%. So now, if this was a bleeding weapon mod, instead of getting 21.75, now I would be getting about 32, 33, which gives me 3.3 instead of 2.2 health per second, health per tick over that 18 seconds. So 33 over 18 seconds is more than I'm going to be doing in my head right now. That can't be right. Did I do my math wrong before? I did my math wrong before. But it's obviously it's 50% more than it was before, so I'm gaining a lot more health back quickly. So it's awesome. And if the thing is not dead, if the thing is not going to die within that period of time that the dot is ticking, you're doing 15% more damage on it as soon as you apply that dot because of this necklace, right? So that is awesome. That is truly awesome. And so what I do to sort of extend, to get that bleeding effect on there, because what you saw is when I apply bleeding effect, I get health. When I apply a bleeding effect, it does actually more damage. Well, you got to do bleeding. You got to do something that causes bleeding. And there's only a few things. As far as I know, there's only 3. Or is it 4? All right. There are 3 weapons and 1 ring, believe it or not, that can do bleeding damage. The weapons are the one that I have that I prefer to use, which is the Devastator with the Skewer mod that you can't remove on it, because it just does insane damage. With the modifier of the necklace, it does 2700. It does 2700 damage, bleeding damage over 20 seconds. So, if I do the math on that, it's 135 damage per second that it's doing. And I'm getting 10% of that. So I'm getting about 14 health back per second when I have this on something. When you launch it at a regular enemy, they're going to be dead in that first hit, so you get nothing. If you launch it at an elite enemy, it's probably going to take 5 to 10 seconds before they die. And in that 5 to 10 seconds, I'm getting 70 to 140, 135 health back. And like I said, my health is 150. So I'm getting half of my health to my full health bar regen over the time that they're dying. And that's just an elite enemy. If you're doing it at a boss, it changes my tactics for a boss. There are some bosses, now some of them do damage you really quickly, but there are definitely some bosses that, and probably more than it's probably the majority of bosses, I can stop worrying about dodging and taking cover sometimes, because if I have my bleed damage on them, they can't damage me fast enough to make me die. So basically, like, the effect from the combination of the razor wire and bloodletter's insignia and the huge damage of the skewer, the health ticks for me are greater than the damage ticks from the enemy. So it's just fantastic. And so that's what I use. So the other weapon you could use is, actually a crossbow. It's a handheld crossbow called, it might just be crossbow. Twin shot. It's not crossbow. Twin shot. So twin shot has, well, sorry, you don't need to use a twin shot. This is just a weapon mod, right? It it does bleeding damage, 870 over 20 seconds, and that's because I have the razor wire on, and which is pretty good. And if you look at the raw numbers on this, the Fan of Knives mod actually does more damage than the Devastator mod does. This heads up straight up, but the problem with that is the Fan of Knives has a couple limitations that the Devastator's weapon mod does not have. One of them is it throws a fan of 7 knives. So it's not going in a straight line. It's kind of, as the name implies, it's fanning out. If you have an enemy right in front of you and you launch it like point blank range, you're going to hit them with all 7, and then golden. You're going to do more than the Devastator did. If the enemy is any distance away from you, you're going to miss a couple. And if you only miss one, you are now doing less damage than if you had just used a Devastator mod, right? And if you're too far away, and I mean, I don't know, if you're more than like 10 yards away or whatever, you might not even hit them, right? So you have to be close to make it, and you have to be really close if you really want the full effect. So for my money, I'm going to go with the Devastator mod because it has a crazy long range, and unlike some other projectiles, it just fires a straight shot, and it doesn't really seem to tail off. It just kind of goes. So you can snipe guys from a bazillion miles away, and it does the full damage, and you're going to be getting health off that. So that definitely helps. So that's the second one. The third weapon that does straight up bleed damage is this one that I kind of grinded for a little bit. Thank you, Code Wolf. Scar of the Jungle God, which comes from I believe it's the Ravagers, like this giant wolf. And this just does straight up bleed damage off the melee weapon, which is fantastic. You're wondering why I don't use this more. I do swap to it quite a bit. The reason why I don't use it more is because I'm truly enjoying the World Breaker, the World's Edge, which its built-in mod is Horizon Strike, which is basically an AoE melee effect. So that's I love that. It's fantastic. And you say, but really, you're not getting the bonus of using, that bleeding damage. You're only having it on here. Well, that is true. But what I typically do is I don't always keep the Celerity Stone on. I do that if I'm in a situation where I know I'm going to be taking a lot of damage, or I am taking a lot of damage. I need to do something about it. The Celerity Stone increases the use of your consumables by 40%, which is a big effing deal. Because when you take a consumable, it takes a few seconds. It really does. And if you get hit by a projectile or a melee strike while you're taking it, it stops that animation from completing the action of taking the consumable, and you can end up dying, especially if you waited too long and you're kind of low on health. So this increases that speed by 40%, and in those situations where you're just taking a ton of damage, it is invaluable. I know that it does help kill things faster, but also remember, when you're thinking about focusing just on damage, you do 0 DPS when you're dead, right? You do 0 DPS when you're dead. So, yeah. So what I like to use when I'm not in those situations that are where I'm just kind of getting my butt handed to me, is, and I'm gonna forget the name of it, but so you're gonna have to bear with me as I'm going down here. Blah blah blah. Let's see. Help regen, bleeding effects, apply by the wearer, steal 10% of the damage dealt. All right. So wait, that's the one I have on. See if I can find it. Critical hits, gift of the Iskal, Grim Coil. No. I think it says bleeding in it. It must. What if it's like the black something? No, it's not Razor Stone. Oh yeah. So yeah, here it is. Razor Stone. It says melee charge attacks apply the bleeding effect, dealing 560 damage over 20 seconds. Now, I think you can put 2 and 2 together to understand why I enjoy using this ring quite often. And did I just miss it? No. With this, because this is a ranged AoE. This melee weapon, it's a straight up sword, but its charge attack is a ranged AoE attack. So when I use that with the Razor Stone, I'm putting bleeding effects on everybody in front of me. The Devastator, the upside is that, it's much easier to hit with a full effect compared to the Fan of Knives. And it has a huge range, which is awesome. But it has a slow reload and is only one shot. You shoot once, takes a couple seconds to get that back, to get another arrow loaded in it. So that is tough. So when things are close to you, it's tough. I might typically just kick off the Swarm, but if you don't want to do that, if you need some health back, because Swarm isn't giving you health back, use the Razor's Edge. Or, I mean, you could use the Jungle Knives, but I like the Razor's Edge because it's got an AoE, right? It's pretty solid. So anyway, let's go kill some things and see what we can do here. I want to do a demo, so I don't want to make this terribly freaking hard. Let's see, world. No. We're not doing survival mode. No. I don't enjoy it. It's kind of like when I was talking about, like, let me go on an adventure. The hell? Hey, how about I hit the right button? All right. Rum, Corsus, Rysum. I tend to like Rysum a lot. I don't know why. Earth annoys me. Corsus is interesting. Maybe I want to do Corsus. Nah, let's just do Rysum. All right, so normal, hard, nightmare, apocalypse. Which one of these do you think you get the best gear on? Huh? No, none of them. It's all the same. It's all the same gear. All the same. There's a slight XP increase. For if you're Nightmare and Apocalypse mode, but you don't get anything better. So what's the point? I will do hard mode though, because that is I have to do hard mode if I want to get that currency that I forgot the name of. It has been a while since I played, I guess. So I'm gonna do so I'm gonna do hard mode, so I get whatever the frick it's called. Select this, travel, and let's get it. Oh, son of a. So I'm new to streaming. I'm new to all the gear I have. I forget things. I forget to test my streams sometimes before I go live. And then, fortunately, Code Wolf sometimes will pop in and say, hey, your audio isn't working. Your game sounds odd on. What I do more often than not, though, is I like to make clips from what I'm doing. Clips that were really cool or funny, or I like to go to bosses and record those so I can do tutorials. But what's a common theme of what I just said is record. I have a tendency to forget to hit record on my capture software. I have been streaming for about an hour and a half I haven't done too much, so nothing really have worth recorded anyway. But I'm not recording, so let me actually turn that on. Yeah, maybe now that my streams are better on Twitch and YouTube, I can download those videos, throw them in DaVinci or whatever, and edit them. All right, let's see. Let's turn the game sounds up a little bit because I gotta hear these guys when they're coming. Okay. All right. Let's get the mic over here. There we go. All right. I guess I remember how to do a couple of things. This is the button for what is this button? You know, God damn it! I need to look at the controls. I get messed with my threshold. I shouldn't be able to hear that. Oh, that's the Dragon Heart, which I got 10 of. Oh, okay. All right, I remember now. Okay. So this game likes to flank you a lot, because this game is an asshole. All right. Now, I am generally a fairly aggressive player in most games I play. Um, but when I'm not, I like to do the total opposite of that, and I go like super stealthy sniper mode. Oh Jesus, I missed. There we go. There we go. Ah, God, I'm gonna mess this up. I threw away my paper too. So you know, I like to use samples sometimes when I'm playing just to sort of make it a little interesting. I lost my paper. What had them labeled? Is that a guy over there? Or am I just blind? Hey, that's not a guy. Huh. Okay. So if anyone's watching this and there's they like Remnant and so they're looking forward to seeing some gameplay. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but I actually don't even feel like playing this right now. Oh, I hear a big guy. Oh, that's fun. Where is this mother? There's a guy there. I keep hitting him in the fucking legs. Where you at? Ah! Ah, Lord. Where are you? Oh, I don't even think it is a big guy. Did I get him? Nah. Why aren't I one-shotting these guys? If you have seen clips of that I've posted on YouTube or Twitch of me playing, and you're wondering why it doesn't appear I'm that guy, whatever. I'm just not feeling it right now. I'm doing like no damage, man. Should be one shot in these guys. Let's just find like the first portal I can and just go in there and that one over there. That's where. Wait, what is this? Yeah, there's probably something over here. There you go, Bubby. Oh, it's a pain when you don't hit them first shot. They're pretty agile in the air. Oh. There we go. Jesus Christ, I'm all over the place. Swarm is insane, man. If it did health back, it would just be the absolute. It would just wreck. I mean, as it is, it kills things fast, and it's interesting. So when I am in a situation where I have low, health, I don't want to use, and I'm using a bleeding effect. I don't want to use Swarm because it kills things too fast. Where the hell is? I want to go this way, right? Yeah. Whoa. I can't go that way. How do I hear a guy? I'm gonna ignore you though. I don't feel like it. This is one of those weather guys. Which one is this? I really don't know if I feel like doing this. I don't. All right, you know, I'm actually going to call it an early night. I'm just not feeling it tonight. Thank you for watching the stream. Don't forget to go to YouTube, like and subscribe, click that notification button, and have fun.